we go. Good morning. Morning, Natalie. I've got my little mittens on today. I have to say, it's since I've come out here, it started off, it was really beautiful, that kind of, you know, and it's like that sort of sunrise where it's almost the whole sky just feels really bright and vibrant. And now it's kind of, oh, I don't know if you see, yeah, look, it's sinister over there. It's not good. In fact, I was supposed to be going swimming this morning in the river, and I thought, no, I'm not going to swim in the river this morning. It's not going to be a nice one. So now I'm just going to check who's with us over. Hello, over in Facebook. Now, it's that weird time of year, isn't it, where who knows what day of the week it is, who knows what date it is. It's really strange. And if you're like me, you're at that stage where, hey, raining in Winchester. Oh, Ali, yes, I know. It's, well, I was supposed to be swimming in Winchester. I thought, no, I'm not doing it. The rain started here. But one of the things that with this time of year, this kind of between times, between that hi Natalie, between Christmas and New Year, is that, you know, what starts off as, you know, that really lovely indulgence of just eating all the lovely foods and just watching loads of TV and just not really doing very much. Particularly this year, we haven't had as much, maybe we had as much family stuff to do. You got, for me, when you get to this part of the holiday period, everything starts to blur a little bit, and it feels a bit less like we're choosing what to do and more like we're just eating that chocolate, we're just doing that stuff, and we've almost lost the joy of it because we've just done so much of it, and it's almost like we're doing it on default. And so today, this morning's meditation, I thought it'd be really nice to just reconnect to our senses and use our senses as a way to come back to listening to ourselves. And we might still want to binge on chocolate and Netflix, but we were doing it from a place of, this is what I really want to do, rather than just happening without our conscious awareness. So and I've just binge watched actually a really good series on Netflix called The Bridgertons, I think it was called. Awesome. It was just so nice to actually, you know, it was a really nice antidote to the fact that we can't do all the things we want to do this Christmas. So I think I'm going to need to cover my little fingers up this morning. But we will, I'll just check there's nobody else trying to get in. So we're going to just use our senses as that way in, and just be curious about what comes up and what you notice. And we'll have a little bit of space for some silence in the middle so that we can just drop into ourselves a little bit more. And so if you haven't meditated with me before, I don't know if anybody here has not meditated with me before, the only two things to know is that with our posture, we want to just find that space between active and relaxed. So we don't want to be so relaxed that we're falling back to sleep. We also don't want to be holding ourselves too tightly and concentrating so hard that we don't relax. So we're just that middle space. And the second thing is our thoughts. And if you're human, then as soon as we start to meditate, you will have thoughts come along at some point. And when that happens, the only thing you need to do is notice and come back. That's it. You don't need to make the thoughts go away. You don't need to interact with them. You just notice, acknowledge that they're there and come back. And that's it. No judgment. There's no pass or fail. And that's it. So let's close down our eyes and gently find ourselves in that comfortable place between active and relaxed. And just noticing straight away as we close our eyes that maybe we haven't spent much time connected to ourselves in this way over the period of Christmas and the period before. Noticing if your mind's already jumping in with thoughts and sensations. Just become aware of your breath without trying to change the breath or do anything to it. Just notice it. The body's just breathing. You're just watching. Noticing the body is rising and falling as you breathe. And if the mind's already distracted, just come back to the breath. And we'll take our attention and place it on our hearing, the first sense that will come to today. So just noticing what you can hear right now, almost as if you were casting a net as far as you can to hear the furthest away sounds. Letting the sounds come to you. Maybe there's sounds outside of the house. Maybe it's the sounds of the birds where I am. Just allowing whatever sounds come into your awareness to be the focus just momentarily. And notice how the mind likes to judge the sounds and create thoughts around what the sound is, judging whether it's a good sound or a bad sound, maybe wanting the sounds to go. Noticing that something will be prominent in your awareness with sound, and then something else will take its place. And you'll suddenly be aware that there's something else that's been placed in center of your awareness. Just noticing moment by moment what you can hear. The raw experience of hearing, rather than our conversation with ourselves about what we're hearing. And taking your attention now to your nose and the sound of your nose breathing. Noticing that you can feel the air entering the nose or the mouth. Then you can notice it leaving as you breathe. Noticing the air slightly cooler on the way in. And perhaps you can become aware of the smells that you can smell right now. As you breathe in, just allow space for smells. Maybe there's leftover cooking smells. Maybe there's smells you can't quite identify. Just notice that when you really tune in, there's fragrance of some sort. Noticing the breaths coming in and coming out. And taking your awareness now to the very tips of your fingers without moving the fingers. Just let your full focus rest there. You might notice after a moment gentle tingling or buzzing in the fingers, like a vibration or humming. And if you don't feel anything, that's okay too. Just keep your attention there on the very tips of the fingers. And if you're feeling sensations, it's just the nervous system responding to your attention. Your fingers preparing for movement. Your sense of touch waiting to be used. And keeping your awareness on the fingertips. Becoming aware of behind your eyes, what you can see behind your closed eyes. Imagining that our senses are layering up, so you can still hear the sounds. You can still feel the breath and smell the smells. And you can still feel the gentle tingling of your fingers. And behind your eyes, noticing what you're aware of. Maybe there's shapes or colors. Maybe it's just dark. Maybe you're aware of the light coming underneath your eyelids. Just paying attention. And now taking that physical awareness of your body and space. See if you can also notice the space immediately around your body. Can you become aware of the air as it touches any areas of skin that are exposed? Can you feel the room around you, the energy of the room around you, even with your eyes closed and your body still? You can have this sense of the space around us. Allowing the energy of your body to expand outwards with your awareness. Seeing how far your awareness and your energy can extend. Perhaps you can fill the room. Perhaps you can expand beyond the room. Feeling your energy expanding. And if the body feels like the limits of your energy today, that's okay too. Just noticing the edges. Becoming aware of your breath. Within our awareness, we can hold all of these things. We can become conscious of things that usually underneath our awareness. And as you breathe in, allowing your body to rise and your energy to expand. And as you breathe out, allowing the body to fall and that energy to come back to you. As you breathe in, rising. As you breathe out, falling. And just gently noting rising, falling. Continuing to note rising and falling. Coming back anytime the mind wanders. And then go with the labeling of the breath now. And we'll just finish with 3 consciously deep breaths. So instead of just allowing the breath to come and go, we'll consciously make it deeper and take control. So breathing in through the nose, all the way down to the belly, breathing in, and then exhaling out through the nose. Breathing in, all the way down to the belly, and then exhaling slowly out through the nose. Final time, breathing in through the nose. And then breathing out. Letting the breath find its natural rhythm again. And just gently, whenever you're ready, returning movement to the fingers and the toes. And gently blinking open the eyes. Just allowing yourself a moment to just take in the room. Noticing where your energy is now. How does your body feel? How are your senses? Maybe they're a little bit more finely tuned, just in that moment of awareness. And if you had some heavy breathing at the end of that meditation, it wasn't me, it was this one, Milky. She doesn't like the rain. She's come in and she came and put her face here. And I suddenly thought afterwards, probably heard a really heavy breathing, and it wasn't me, I promise. I hope you have a really restful last few days of the holiday period if you're still off, and you can find some space to pause and start to not put any pressure on yourself to think about what you want from next year, but just to set the intention of allowing your awareness to start opening up to that. and you know, there's some really toxic ways of thinking about new starts in the new year. And I think that it's finding ways to be really gentle with yourself is really important. Oh, I'm so glad you enjoyed that, Natalie. And I will be back for the community. I'll be back for my members. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll be at 2:15, and I will be back next Monday for anybody to join us at 8:30. It'll be the last one at 8:30. And then we'll have to get back to being normal and getting up early again, won't we? Have a great day and a great week. And if you're interested in diving a little bit deeper and really understanding what's going on behind those closed eyes, I have got my 21-day Ninja Mind Skills program that's starting on the 10th of January. So, and if you sign up for that before the end of December, you'll also get a 30-minute one-to-one with me. So feel free to, oh, you just signed up, Natalie. Hey, yay. Well, you'll hear from me again. You'll receive an email this morning, and then you'll hear from me in January. We'll organize that one-to-one, and then you'll be able to meditate with me every day while we go through that program and really get diving in. So it's great. I will see you all very soon. I'm going to go. It's actually raining quite hard now. So I'm going to go in before I get too cold, and I will look forward to seeing you again really soon. Take care.